are. We're live. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Facebook. And we're also live on Instagram. And I'm talking to them there, but I'm not going to spend too much time there. So I'm going to tell them to go over to the YouTube and visit me there. And while I'm waiting for folks to join, please do say hello in the chat box and welcome to this Mini World. What's up, Mini World Live? Great to have you here on this Friday. Like I said, say hello in the chat box. I'm going to wait 1 minute for folks to join. And I'm going to, in the meantime, hit that. I'm going to go put some important links in the chat box. Hi, guys on Instagram. Head over to YouTube, please, to watch this live stream. I am doing a What's Up Mini World for today, Friday. Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, Raphael. Good to see you. Hello, hello, hello. Love all of it. Thank you. So I'm doing a What's Up Mini World because there's so much going on in the Mini World. So I thought I should get on here. I'm not sure if I'm going to make this a regular thing. I'm going to try to do it regularly, but when I have news, I'm going to go ahead and get on here and give it to you live. So thank you for joining. Welcome. Say hello in the chat box. Tell me where you're joining from. This little hair thing is bothering me. Tell me where you're joining from before I begin. Hi, Instagram. I'm probably going to not check in any more time. So head over to my YouTube channel if you want to watch this live stream. So I plopped a whole bunch of things in the chat box, including some important links that I'm going to be going over. But I think first and foremost, I do want to mention that the best way to know what's going on my Meet the Miniaturist series, my Miniversity series, and importantly, my estate sales. So definitely go and sign up for my newsletters. You're going to want to do that. So you're going to know everything that goes. I'm pretty regular on those. So like I said, that's the best way to find out what's going on in my mini world. But like I said, importantly, what is happening in my mini world is about my Meet the Miniaturist series. So you, damn, my people keep digging me. Some miniaturists featured in this Meet the Miniaturist series, talking about what's going on in their neck of the woods, and also talking about how they were preparing for the show, what they were planning to showcase at the show. So check out my Meet the Miniaturist series. That's on my YouTube channel. Go ahead and check out the comment section because that's where I have links to each one of those.
I think I'll take my whiskey neat, my coffee black and my bed at 3. You're too sweet for me.
Miniature artisans who crafts beautiful foods and flowers and cakes, as you can see. All right. Anyway, go check those out for sure. You're going to want to check out the Meet the Miniaturist series because that is where you learn about some of the best makers on the planet, I would say, on that series. Okay, so that's my Meet the Miniaturist series. Also, I am hosting on May 10th. This is for folks who are looking to downsize their miniature collection. They're looking maybe to sell their miniatures collections, and they're looking for information on how to do that. So I'm offering a free webinar, How to Sell Your Adored Miniatures Collection, on Saturday, May 10th, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Saturday is a good time. I know it doesn't hit all of the time zones perfectly, but Saturday mornings, I feel like people, are into doing a webinar, quick in, out, 35 minutes to learn about this stuff. So join me for that. There is also a link that you could register for that as well. And what else is happening? All right. Okay, so actually, this is a biggie. This is what's happening right now on my eBay site. I am hosting a what I'm calling an Artful Miniatures Collection estate sale. Let me go ahead and give a little bit of this estate sale actually is different. Very big going together very perfect. They're filled with artful, really high-end, folks like silversmiths in miniature. I need my notes. Obadiah Fisher, Pete Acquisto, and even dolls makers, art character doll makers are included. And this is where sort of that synergy comes from. They're beautiful character dolls by Marsha Backstrom, beautiful sterling silver by folks from IGMA Artisans, IGMA Fellows. Also some sort of maybe not well known, but beautiful work. Joseph Adada. I'm gonna take you through some of those miniatures right now. I wish I had. I don't have my cheat sheet. I didn't bring that with me, so I'm going to have to wing it. Sorry, Greenaway, the music was too loud. I know. I didn't coordinate that very well. Folks, if you're on Instagram, head over, please, to my YouTube channel. I'm going to share some of the miniatures that are included in this estate sale. As I mentioned, it's 2 different estates that are in this assortment, and they complement each other very well. And that's because most of the miniatures are either artisan miniatures made by IGMA Fellows, and that is, if you don't know anything about IGMA, it's the Guild of Miniature Artisans, and they are the only miniature accreditation, I don't know if I'm saying that right, in the world. And they jury and they heavily look at these artisans who submit their work before they grant them artisan status. So this is actually Porcelain by Teresa Welsh. And I have a number of beautiful pieces that are in this estate sale made by Teresa Welsh. And it includes beautiful fine hand-painted porcelain bowls and plates and dishes. And it's just, I don't know, tell me what you think in the comments section. I'll show a few of the porcelain pieces, then I'll show some of the sterling silver, and then I'm going to finish off with some of the furniture that's actually offered. Hey, Australia, good to see you. You can't hear me. Can anyone hear me? Can anyone hear me? Someone heard the music too loud, so someone can hear. So someone can hear me, right? You guys can hear me, right? On Instagram. Anyway, I hope you're hearing me, guys. You can hear me. That means that probably my plug. Hold on. Let's see. Good evening from Edinburgh. Good to see you. Yes, we can. All right, you can hear me. Good. I got nervous. All right, I'm going to finish the porcelain. You can hear me on YouTube. Where can't you hear me? I'd like to know. All right, this is the final piece of the porcelain by Teresa Welsh. I don't know if you're gonna see it in this, but look at the tiny flowers that line the rim and the edge of this bowl. This, and I really should not be holding it any much longer. This is probably the finest piece, one of the finest pieces of porcelain that's ever been made. I'm sorry, you probably can't tell, but there are literally microscopic roses that line the edge of this bowl. I'm going to put it down because now I'm getting nervous holding it too much. Anyway, definitely go check out my eBay site. There's a link in the comment section. You can go and check out all of the pieces that are in this sale. So that's the porcelain. I'm going to spend a little bit of time to talk about the sterling silver. There's a number of pieces by some fantastic artists. Like I mentioned, Petisto, Obadiah Fisher. This is an Aquisto. This is a soup tureen on a beautiful silver platter, which is gorgeous. And of course, the top comes off. It's 3 pieces. It is gorgeous. I do need a special camera. If somebody knows, like, give me some advice on what kind of special camera I need, because I've always struggled with that. I basically, I use my computer or I use my phone. Hi guys on Instagram. Good to see you there. Head over to YouTube. I'm there with a whole bunch of people. Thank you. This is another gorgeous set. I want to say that's Petisto, but I could be wrong. I don't have my notes in front of me. But like I said, if you want information on these pieces, I feel like I'm doing QVC. Please go to my eBay site. All the links are there. I want to show one more piece of the sterling silver before I just finish up with some of the furniture. 2 more pieces, sorry. 2 more. The first piece is that Joseph Adada piece, which is this absolutely gorgeous sterling silver. I don't know if it's called a candelabra. If it's a 2-arm candelabra in the shape of a beautiful woman. The bowl is freaking awesome. I know. I hope I hope you can see it. I bet you on my black, you could probably see it really well. That's what I've got to do the next time. I've got to just show this against a black background because I think the silver will look really good on the black. Yes. Anyway, this is a Joseph Adada. Not as well known as the Aquistos and the Obadiah Fishers of the world in miniature, but beautiful sterling silver. And then finally on the sterling silver, I'll show one more piece, which is a Petisto. I believe this is a little more rare. It is a rarer piece by Petisto, but like I said, it is. Oh my God, I'm trying to go slow. I'm trying to move around my equipment. I don't want to knock anything over. It's a cruette set. It's just me. I can see it on Insta. You can see it on Insta. You could see me, but I'm showing stuff. Anyway, go over to YouTube. All right, hold on. I'm talking Instagram. I'm not like the kids. I can't do a million things. Can you see that? It's a cruette set. It is better on black. I agree. So it is a little more rare. It's got many pieces. I think it's several pieces, including the stand, and then 2 glass vials or cruette jars. I wish I was a little better at speaking. Okay. Oh, I wanted to show the dolls too. I'm going to show one doll and then I'm going to finish up with the furniture. And like I said, this estate sale is filled with artisan fine art miniatures, including character dolls. This is a Marcia Backstrom. She is very well known in the art doll world because look at the sculptured features on her face. Look at her stance, her position. So much is going on in this doll. Again, I don't want to touch them too much. I want to put this down like right away. I want to show you one more of her dolls. It is a, I mean, I want to show you all of them. Please go over to my eBay. Look at this guy. It is a maitre d'. Look at his face. Look at him. He is just amazing. He's amazing. So there's art dolls, and then I will finish up with just a couple of artisan furniture, but I also have some quality crafted manufactured pieces from Bestpak. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Bestpak, but they're a very, very quality makers of dollhouse miniatures, mostly done in China. Well done. Some of the vintage pieces are actually more well done than the the, the ones that have done, I would say post 2000. So there are several vintage pieces in this sale that I'm doing. So look for them. I just find that the Bestpak post 2000 are made better, better proportions, better scaling, better designs. That's just my opinion. So this piece it's signed, but I don't have it's an indecipherable signature, but I love this piece. It is it's a beautiful dining cabinet, beautifully designed, beautiful details, glass doors, and beautiful intricate embellishments like throughout. I love this piece. It's a beautiful piece, and it's kind of sturdy, which is another thing I really like about these. This piece, I'll show you two more before we move on. I'm just going to do a quick time check. Yeah, we're doing good on time. This is another piece. I believe this is a manufactured cabinet. So it's a 4-drawer. There's a lot of what's it called happening here. There's a lot of glare. So let's do that. See if that works. Yes, right? Ish. So this piece, it appears to be a commercial grade manufactured cabinet, but still very well done. But embellished and hand painted. I don't know who did it. It's not signed. If you're into sort of the Asian motif, it's kind of beautiful. And I'm a sucker for tassels, and I just love that detail on the piece. The drawers don't open. I don't think they open. I actually do think they open, but I think they're really just stuck in place for whatever reason. So I'm not going to even play with the drawers. Sometimes, well, often, heat and humidity has everything to do with these little parts that kind of like, if it's real wood, it's going to expand and contract depending on the weather and the heat and the humidity, and that's going to affect whether or not something opens and closes. Hi, Instagram. Come on over to the YouTube. And then finally, the last piece I wanted to share is I think this guy is underrated. His name is Warren Dick. He makes these beautiful, beautiful cabinets. I cannot get this to beautiful cabinet. This happens to be like an apothecary's cabinet. When you open it, this is probably the most joy. I get this kind of joy. I get joy from this. All these drawers. They all open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 drawers. I think this is an apothecary cabinet. Warren Dick is his name. Lots of detailed. Hi, you jumped from the grand to the tube. Monica, how are you? Look at the detail on the sides. And then look at this kind of columning details, which I love. Lots of detail, lots of beautiful detail. I think it's all hand done. In other words, those columns are handcrafted, hand turned, but it's a beautiful piece. So like I said, there's furniture, artisan furniture, and then quality crafted manufactured pieces from Bestpak included in this sale. So do encourage you to go over to my eBay site, check out the offering. I think there's like 99 lots. Most importantly, this sale will end. You guys are chatting with each other. I like that. This sale will end on Sunday. during the 7 p.m. Eastern time hour. 99 lots. There's probably a couple of lots per minute, so it'll last about an hour. Head over to there right now to check on what's going on there. If you guys have any questions, please do ask in the chat box, please. I love questions. Before I go on to other what's up MiniWorld news, hi Instagram, please go over to check me out on the YouTube. Let me share a few more things that is going on in my neck of the woods, or actually in the mini world at large. Actually, the first thing I want to talk about is the fact that, is this the one I want to show? Hold on. Yes. Okay, so I don't know if you heard this news, but Miniatures.com has the folks at Miniatures.com that own Miniatures.com, that have been in business for more than 50 years, have decided to retire. So that is great news. We totally, they deserve their retirement, and wish them only the best, and thank them for 50 years of supplying miniatures, dollhouse miniatures, miniature supplies, and most importantly, miniature inspiration, especially through their creating contest. We're going to miss all of that, but do thank them for all of their contributions to the mini world. So you could check out, I put a link into their Facebook announcement, so you can learn a little bit more about, what's going on with them, that they're retiring. Happy that they are, and wish them the very best. You say that's a perfect way to scratch that withdrawal itch. I love it. You're already withdrawing from Chicago? It's been 4 days. All right. What else is going on? What's up in the mini world? I wanted to share, this is a report from the Provincetown Independent about the work of one artisan. Her name is Elizabeth Kitby. She is a Brewster resident of Cape Cod. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Cape Cod in Massachusetts. It's one of the most beautiful places on the planet. I do encourage you all to go there. At the very end of the Cape is Provincetown, which is even more glorious than the rest of the Cape. But Elizabeth is an artist on the Cape, and she has decided to recreate several structures and objects that are familiar to folks who visit Provincetown, including that lobster pot, which is awesome. So she is she's also showcasing her work at the A.M. Zender Gallery in Welsh, which is also on the Cape. So check that out. Really happy to see that kind of work. I myself love Provincetown and I love the Cape, and I'm so glad she has decided to sort of memorialize some of these awesome places on the Cape, in small scale and in miniature. So congratulations on that work, Elizabeth. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, let us move on. We're about to wrap up this What's Up Mini Worlds. But to Monica's point about the Chicago Tom Bishop show, I did a
Terrier notebook too. And I'm a little mad that nobody ever told me about her.
And Becky Gannon and Tricia Shea Pritzker. We did a special show and tell haul of the miniatures we found at the Tom Bishop show in Chicago that happened last weekend. So go and check out the full video, the whole podcast, if you will. I also went ahead and did my own haul. I did a complete showing of my entire haul from the Tom Bishop show. We had a blast doing that. So thank you to these lovely ladies for joining me for that. It was just an awesome get together. We gabbed about miniatures, and we showed our haul, and it was just awesome. So yeah, so go ahead and watch that, because it was fun. And you could also see my full complete miniatures haul that I found at the show. It was an awesome show. A big thanks not only to the ladies who joined me on that live. Well, no, did we do it live? We did do it live. Who joined me, but also special thanks go out to Tom Bishop and Lainey, his wonderful wife. They did a beautiful job this year, as they do every year, putting together, curating that show with some of the best artisans from the United States and around the world, showcasing their miniature world. I want to just maybe like wrap this up and just say, do you guys remember this? Or maybe you didn't ever see it, but in 1963, there was a special showing. There was a special Twilight Zone episode, which featured miniatures. So go check that out. It featured a very young Robert Duvall, and some of you younger ones on here right now might not even know who he is, but it included a young Robert Duvall in this episode, which showcased this gentleman who fell in love with one of the dolls in this dollhouse. It's a great episode, but the miniatures in the episode is really what I gravitated towards. So go check that out. And I'm going to actually wrap this up. Wait, hold on. Let me remove that. Let me remove him. I want to wrap this whole What's Up Mini World with a special view of the latest. I actually did a podcast, guys. I did a podcast with
on this episode of Scale Talk.
Like you said, I have been mesmerized by this world since I was little. Really, that locked it in for me, I think, was Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. But there were times when he would start the show in his kitchen and he would bring the models off of the shelves onto his kitchen table. It was those models, the little treehouse, the little castle. That's what got me hooked. So that is hitting now on David's on Scale Talk. God, I don't know if I have the link there, but anyway, I did his podcast and it was awesome. He's great to chat with. So check that out. And with that, I will say thank you for joining this special What's Up Mini World. Go check out all of the links. Thank you for joining today. Guys, have a great weekend. All right. Bye.